Your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming. This is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the fight against a new blaze in Sioux and Dawes County continues, with approximately 1,200 acres consumed since it started midday Monday. As of this morning, a Type 3 incident management team from the state of Nebraska has assumed command of fire crews battling the log road fire situated north-northwest of the burn scar from the South Fork fire. Dozens of firefighters from in and outside the state, along with federal resources, continued active suppression efforts overnight after high winds from passing storms Tuesday compromised the fire line on the north end of the fire. Additional resources are expected to be brought to bear on the fire during the course of today. Governor Jim Pillen issued an emergency declaration for Sioux County in light of this latest wildfire. Well, fire departments in Goshen County joined forces Monday afternoon to keep a grass fire's damage to a minimum. A roughly 222-acre wildfire scorched land northwest of JM. Crews including Torrington Volunteer Fire Department, Prairie Center Fire Department, Yoder Fire Department, and the Fort Laramie Volunteer Fire Department responded in mutual aid to help the JM Fire Department. At least 30 firefighters and 18 trucks responded to the scene to prevent further spread, and an excellent example of what mutual aid is all about. And one of the 4 men arrested in connection to the January 2025 murder of Wyatt Reeb of Scottsbluff has pleaded no contest to manslaughter. 20-year-old Ramon Enriquez III was one of the 3 men who jumped out of a car on East Overland, chased down the 15-year-old, and brought him to the ground in what proved to be a fatal attack. Devontae Costello was the main culprit, and he's already been sentenced to 55 years to life in prison. 22-year-old Dimitri Enriquez, the driver that night, is awaiting sentencing on a conviction of accessory to second-degree murder, and the final suspect, Corey Rotherham Jr., has pleaded not guilty to his charges and has a July pretrial hearing date. Ramon Enriquez entered the plea ahead of his June 26th pretrial hearing date, and now will face up to 20 years in prison when he's sentenced on July 28th. We'll have more news right after this.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Welcome back. Nebraska Attorney General Mike Hilgers has approved regulations submitted by the state's Medical Cannabis Commission, allowing the rulemaking process to move forward. Hilgers says the regulations are authorized under the Medical Cannabis Regulation Act and do not clearly violate the U.S. or Nebraska constitutions. However, he cautioned that a pending case before the Nebraska Supreme Court could invalidate the voter-approved law if the ballot initiative is ruled improper. He also warned that future medical cannabis regulations must remain focused on legitimate medical use to avoid potential conflicts with federal law. The regulations now head to Governor Jim Pillen for final approval. And a special enrollment period is now underway for any Nebraskans who were enrolled in an Innovative Partners or American Collective Health Plan. The enrollment window runs through August 10th after federal regulators accused the companies of deceptively marketing limited benefit plans as comprehensive health insurance. Affected customers can enroll in marketplace coverage through healthcare.gov or by calling 1-800-318-2596. New coverage generally begins on the first day of the month after plan is selected and the first premium is paid. Nebraskans can also work with a licensed agent for assistance.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
For this week's featured Pet of the Week, we meet Tiny Tim, one of the first dogs from a horrific animal hoarding rescue case that's available for adoption at the Panhandle Humane Society. Staff says he's about 9 years old and fully ready to find his forever home. This guy has had a rough upbringing and needs a home full of love, passion, and carefree living. His adoption cost is $200, but that includes all his vaccinations, his shots, a wellness check, and more. To meet Tiny Tim, or any of the dogs or cats available for adoption, head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society daily from 1 to 4.
Pet waste and water don't mix. Animal waste decomposes in water, releasing nutrients, which deplete the oxygen fish and other life need to survive and encourage harmful algae growth. Animal waste also has disease-carrying bacteria, making contaminated water unusable. It's easy to prevent pet waste pollution. Simply pick up your pet's waste and dispose of it in a trash can, and avoid letting your pets defecate within 200 feet of our community's waterways. Tri-City Stormwater reminds you it's our water, our responsibility.
Let's take a look at your community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Your first home. It's more than walls and a roof. It's where life begins, where laughter fills the rooms and dreams start to take shape. At Platte Valley Bank, we're here to make the first step easier with free consultations and pre-qualification so you can move forward with confidence. From your first mortgage to your forever home, Platte Valley Bank is here for you every step of the way. You belong here.
And finally tonight, Alliance Fire Chief Troy Shoemaker is taking on a new statewide leadership role. State Fire Marshal Doug Hobein has announced that Shoemaker will become Nebraska's Assistant State Fire Marshal based in the agency's Lincoln office beginning October 1st. Shoemaker served as a firefighter in the U.S. Navy before joining the Scottsbluff Fire Department. He has led the Alliance Fire Department as chief since 2008. Hobein says Shoemaker's experience, certifications, and commitment to fire prevention and public safety makes him a strong addition to the agency's leadership team. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.